You've probably heard of Thailand as a backpacker's paradise. Pristine beaches, wild parties in Koh Phangan, street food for pennies, and that famous Thai smile that never seems to fade. But what if I told you that's just the surface? Today, you'll discover the Thailand no one talks about. The one that only reveals itself when you put away your boarding pass, when the sunset fades, and when you start living there, not as a tourist, but as someone who blends into the alleys, the temples, and the shadows of this fascinating and contradictory country. Chapter 1. The Thai Smile, Mask or Culture. You've heard Thailand is the land of smiles. But here's what no one tells you. Not every smile means happiness. In Thai culture, smiling isn't just a gesture of kindness. It's a social shield. They smile when they're sad, when they're nervous, when they're uncomfortable, sometimes even when they're angry. What you might interpret as friendliness could actually mean, please go away. In Thailand, social harmony matters more than truth. Avoiding conflict is an art. You can be rude without even realizing it, just by raising your voice or insisting too much. And what seems like respect is sometimes just convention. A silent game between losing face or keeping a mask. Chapter 2. The King and the Law of Silence. You may love Thailand, but there's one thing you don't joke about, the monarchy. There's a law called lèse-majesté, and it's unforgiving. Any comment deemed offensive to the king or royal family can land you in prison. Yes, even foreigners. You might think it's extreme, but people have been sentenced just for sharing a Facebook post. Here, the monarchy isn't just respected, it's sacred. Banknotes bear the king's face. Cinemas pause everything to play the royal anthem before a movie. And many Thais kneel before an image of the monarch, as if he were a Buddha. But some whisper criticisms. Only whisper, because speaking too loudly could cost you your freedom. Chapter 3. Heaven's Hell, Bangkok. Bangkok is sensual chaos. Crowded streets, strong smells, electric wires tangled like snake nests, tuk-tuks weaving through traffic like they're defying death. It's where paradise and hell collide. You can dine for under $1 and spend 1,000 in one night in the luxury zones. But behind the lights of Nana Plaza or Soy Cowboy lies a reality few dare to face, the sex industry. Tourists arrive like flies, drawn by promises and desires. And what's sold as adult fun often hides exploitation, poverty, and deep-rooted addictions. While you sip a cold chong and smile at the waitress, she might be supporting an entire family in the countryside, or running from a past no one dares to ask about. Chapter 4. Spirituality on every corner. Over 90% of Thais are Buddhist, but the Buddhism here is peculiar. On every corner, a temple. At every door, an altar. In every business, a spirit house. A miniature temple where people offer flowers, incense, and even Coca-Cola to please local ghosts. Yes, ghosts. Thais live with one foot in the spiritual world. They speak of reincarnation naturally. Avoid haircuts on bad days. And consult monks for major decisions like buying a house or getting divorced. But don't be fooled. This mysticism coexists with raw modernity. While you see monks in temples, they might be posting on TikTok right after. Chapter 5. Living in Thailand, Paradise or Gilded Cage. Living in Thailand sounds like a dream. Low cost of living, tropical weather, exotic fruits, and cheap massages. But try being a foreigner here long enough, and you'll see the cracks in paradise. You'll never be a true citizen. Immigration laws are strict. Visas change frequently. Many expats live in fear of a simple immigration checkpoint. And there's a curious expression, farong, meaning white foreigner, but often carrying a subtle tone of distance or disdain. You can live here for years, but you'll never have the same rights. You'll always be the visitor, the customer, the outsider. Chapter 6. Rural Thailand, the other country. While tourists flood the southern islands and Pattaya's bars, 70% of Thailand is rural. There's no Starbucks there, sometimes not even internet. But there's rice, lots of rice, and fields stretching to the horizon. In these villages, life is different. Time is different. Logic too. Large families live together. Neighbors help with harvests. Respect for elders is sacred. and ancestral traditions, like spirit festivals or monk-led weddings, remain alive. It's also where you see another face of the country, poverty disguised as simplicity, illiteracy hidden behind smiles, and youth migrating to Bangkok in search of work, often ending up lost. Chapter 7. Secrets Beneath the Surface. Did you know Thailand is one of the world's top countries for gender reassignment surgeries? And that there's a culturally recognized third gender, the cat hoi, often called ladyboys? They're everywhere, in shops, on TV, in beauty salons, but still face prejudice and marginalization. Another secret: Thai schools still use corporal punishment, and the education system is deeply hierarchical. Students must bow to the principal. They can't question teachers. And in many places, boys still have their heads shaved as a sign of discipline. And if you think Thailand is politically stable, think again. The country has seen over a dozen military coups since the 20th century. Democracy? Only when convenient. Freedom of speech? A dangerous game. Chapter 8. Love and Relationships, Thai Style. Love in Thailand follows its own rules. Relationships are shaped by family expectations. Women are expected to care for their parents. Men must prove they're good providers. Western-style marriages often collapse here because foreigners don't realize that marrying a Thai woman often means adopting the entire family. Literally. There are countless stories of farangs sending money to in-laws, siblings, cousins without fully understanding why. But it's the culture, gratitude, obligation, reciprocity. Conclusion. The real Thailand, between charm and contradiction. Thailand is beautiful, rich, spiritual, seductive, but it's also harsh, silent, hierarchical, enigmatic. You could live here for years and still feel like a guest. Or you could fall in love with the complexity of a country that seems to smile all the time, even when it's crying inside. Because the real Thailand is like a hidden temple in the jungle. Hard to find, but impossible to forget. So tell me, would you have the courage to live in Thailand? Or does paradise lose its shine when seen from the inside?